Pam Gockley here from the Camel Project, talking about common signs people show if they're being bullied. One of the common signs besides unexplained injuries is when people don't feel well, they have a tummy ache. My stomach hurts. So if you get up in the morning with your children, or you're getting up to work with your significant other, and they suddenly don't feel well and their stomach hurts, as soon as it starts to become time to leave to go to school or to work. And if you're an adult, you need to recognize this in yourself. If you have a tummy ache before you go to work, there's something going on. That's your body very subtly telling you you need to maybe consider making some changes, whether in the workplace, in your current career maybe, or where you're working. It may be people that you work with, it may be other staff people, it may be your boss, it may be the owner, it may be the owner's wife. Those are very common scenarios. So if you get that little tummy ache before you leave for work, or if you're going somewhere, for a volunteer organization, if you're not feeling very happy and joyful, those are just telltale signs that you may have to rethink what you're doing. When it comes to young folks, the youth, they're not mature enough to really deal with these feelings. They just know they don't want to go anywhere near either the people that are hurting them, or making them feel bad, or giving them low confidence. So if a child is fighting you every morning to go to school, odds are there's something going on bigger. If they don't want to go to the babysitters, or they don't want to go to a family's house, these are signs that there's something going on. And the cases where it's a behavior of just being a spoiled baby or a brat, those are behaviors that, again, growing up, you should have seen coming and building. But if there's a strong reaction, they don't want to go here, they don't want to go there, you have to really start thinking not only of that behavior, but is that telling me something? And building this awareness that things are not so service. There has to be a time where you dig deeper as to what's going on. Maybe ask some very subtle questions, very open-ended questions, and be quiet and let somebody express their feelings to them, because they're not really understanding what's going on within themselves. You have to be very patient, and it may not happen the first time, but if you consistently make an environment of safety and security, and because when you have a sad person, whether an adult or a student, the last thing they want to do is open themselves to being hurt again. So they close down, they build a wall around them. And the longer this goes, the deeper and the more, the stronger this wall becomes, till when they're in their like 9th or 10th grade, that's when these feelings really start, they ball up and they are ready to explode, and it's a pressure cooker. And that's what happens when people at work, with they're being bullied by the other staff people, or they're being made fun of. Students as well, if the teacher isn't as nice as they should be, or as helpful, or they go out of their way just to be mean to somebody. And you all seen people targeted, and you all seen people who come in the room and everybody's afraid of them. And those are the types of things you really have to really drill down to. And this, we live in a Google world, and we live in a bumper sticker world. People post the headline of an article, but they won't read the article. So we have to get more than just surface. And everybody tells me, well, I'm busy, but this is an investment that you must make in both your children, or your loved ones, or your spouse, or your significant other. This is the time you need to take to really become, I call it a little bit of MacGyver. You have to not take it on the surface, and you have to drill down, but you have to make it a very safe environment. You all know you have people in your life who are just, too obnoxious. They're too forward, they're too forward with you. They're too in your face. If somebody's really hurt and somebody's really sad, before they get angry and really start lashing out and either hurting themselves or hurting others, this is just another clue, and it's a common sign. So I look forward to seeing you in the next lecture.